Welcome back to our CRM class. Today we are going to discuss about the models of CRM. So, for every company or every organization, the core objective is customer profitability. But the thing is, how to manage customers? This question that get asked very frequently. To better understand how the CRM works or how the companies are using this CRM, what is the use of this CRM? To better understand the concept of CRM, it is essential to know various models of CRM. So let us discuss about the four important models of CRM. Very firstly, we are going to discuss about G-Spot model. So according to this model, there are two kinds of technologies which support customer relationship management strategy. So the customer interaction systems like campaign management, customer intelligence, or maybe Salesforce automation, whatever, actually the CRM is offering the tools for capturing, storing, accessing, processing, and whenever it is required, analyzing the information also. What is CRM? CRM is not only a single task, CRM is a set of collections. Actually, the G spot it stands for goals, strategies, plans, objectives, and T for tools. So the G spot, the full form is goals, strategies, plans, objectives, and tools. So let us look at another way. Every company's game plan includes what this other is calling is a G spot. For every company, if it wants to get success, what does it really need is G spot. That is what it really needs. It needs goals, it needs strategies, it needs plans, it needs objectives, and also it needs tactics. So the thing is, we have to break them down for CRM. So how can we break down all these five tools? So let us see. First, goals. Every business has definitely clearly defined goals, but at the most basic level, these include the things like profitability, sometimes maybe recognition, that means maybe the goodwill for the company, maybe worldwide recognition also, uh, sometimes it may be high stockholder value, maybe the market share is also like sometimes it will be the goal, right? Sometimes it is only to get the profits, sometimes it is to get the recognition in the market, or sometimes it is to increase the market share. So whatever, every company usually will have a goal, but to achieve this goal, what does it need is strategies. It is not easy to attain the goals. So to attain the goals, the organization should formulate few strategies, right? For example, designing innovative products and focusing on international markets. Maybe if you want to worldwide recognition, then we have to focus on international markets. And sometimes the strategies may be establishing a long-term relationship with the customers. That means focusing on customer retention. So whatever, based on the goal, we have to formulate the strategies, right? The way, the path, how can we reach there? So that is to be formulated as strategies. And formulating these strategies is not enough. right? So the strategies have to be implemented properly. For that, how to implement the strategies? We need the plans, right? Executing the strategies requires plans, right? So without that means if we we found the way how to reach to the goal or destination, but the thing is it that much easy? The way is to pass on till the goal, till the destination may not be, right? For that we may need some plans, because it is like a race. All the competitors will have strategies also, they are also moving on, we have to move on and we have to reach there first. So for that what do we need is we need some plans. And the goals are usually about 5 years, the long term goals. It is not enough. What do we need is follow up. All the time we have to check. For example, we planned for example, to increase the sales, we are focusing on customer retention, we are focusing on customer acquiring, right? So we want to increase about 5 crore subscriptions in 5 years is okay. But within 1 year, which is actually very important for the organization, because rapid improvement in the industry we can see. So we have to expect about 2 crores of subscriptions in 1 year. So after 1 year we can check whether we have reached to the objective or not. So that is why the short term objectives are also very important, and the objectives should be measurable, right? So for each plan we should have some objective. Number of plans we may have to reach the destination, to reach the goals. So for each plan we should have some objective. With this objective, with this plan we are going to achieve something, with another plan we are going to achieve something else, and all together will lead us to the goals. That is why the along with the plans, objective is also very important. And G spot, T for tactics. It is not that much easy to reach to achieve these objectives also. What do we need is some tactics, some marketing tactics we have to use in the market, because in the competitive world it is not very easy to implement all the plans and achieve all the objectives, right? So we have to play some games, we have to use some tactics in the market, then only we can achieve, right? So the tactics are how you achieve the objectives, that are the part of plans to implement the strategies to achieve goals. For example, we might establish 24 by 7 call center or create a data warehouse that consolidates all customer information. That is one plan, that is one tactic that we are using to achieve one particular objective. So all these, the goals, strategies, right, and objectives, plans, and these tactics also, like whatever G spot, all the elements are very important for any organization. All this concept we can understand with one diagram. Let us see the diagram. So this is the diagram. Goal example is profitability, and then after determining the goal, it is going to the strategies. The example for this strategy is establish a long-term relationships. Customer relationships, maintaining the customer relationships is one strategy that we are using. And that to achieve this, what we are doing is we are planning to invest in CRM technologies, because if you want to maintain the relationship, what we have to do, we are planning to invest the CRM technologies, right? And our objective, the short term objective, is to achieve 60% customer retention, maybe after 1 year or maybe in a short period of time. 60% of the customer retention is our objective, the short term. And for that what we are doing is, the tactic we are playing, that is we are implementing 24 by 7 call center, right? So along with all these, what we will do is we will achieve the profitability. This is the example for G spot model. We'll skip on to the next model, that is KOEL model. Earlier doing a business was very easy in the earlier days, but nowadays it is very difficult, because a lot of competition is there in the market. So to face this competition, it is not that much easy to handle with the customers, because the customers become very demanding. They are demanding the fast and on time delivery with high quality product, and they do not satisfy only with a standard product. All the time they need the varieties. That is why we can see like a lot of varieties are innovated in mobile phones. Every day we can see a new model is launched by any company, because the customers are not satisfied with a standard product. What they are expecting is wide varieties in any product, and quality is definitely assumed by the customer, and if any defects are no longer tolerated, right? The customers are not ready to tolerate these defects. That is why it is very important for the organizations. So according to this KOE EL model, which is actually famed out by the study of Mr. R. Nagankar and Chetan Bajaj. Actually, when they were studying the process engineering to embrace customer relationships, in this study, they used KOEL company, that is Kirloskar Oil Engines Limited company, as a case study. Actually, KOEL was a leading manufacturer and it had high reputation in the market. So it had three major consumer segments. They are dealers, industrial buyers, and original equipment manufacturers. Dealers means who usually buy from the manufacturer, that is KOEL, and they sell it to other industries or maybe to other customers. Industrial buyers means those who are actually using to manufacture any other products, right? So they are using as a machine these engines. The KOEL is actually oil engine company, usually diesel engine company. So the industrial buyers, they are using this engine for manufacturing some other products. So the original equipment manufacturers are the major actually segment for them. It is the automobile industry, especially the tractor industry, where they use the engines more. So the KOEL, the Kirloskar Oil Engine Limited, they had these three major consumer segments. But the company experienced long lags in registrations of orders, and also receipt of materials, and also material waiting in stores. They experience a lot of problems. So what did they need is a solution to solve all these things. So they wanted to make the following changes. Introduce What did they do is they introduced the e-commerce website for instant order registration. So that one problem is solved, that is long lags in registrations of orders. So what did they do is they introduced an e-commerce website which enabled the customers for instant orders registration, and they focused on market segmentation. So majorly they focused on the customers and the market segment, and they have also done the rationalization of vendors. And very importantly, what did they do is they integrated all the supply chain, right? Whatever, because the lags in supply also, the lags in delivery also, everything is to be solved. So that is why they integrated all the supply chain, from whatever, from the supplier to the end user. All the supply chain was integrated by using this CRM package. By the website, because of this e-commerce website, it enabled the customers, or it benefited the customers in a ways like the website displayed the product catalogs, and it shows customer specific discounts for any customer. Actually, nowadays we can see in telecommunications, like each customer may have different offers or discounts in the prices. Such kind of specific discounts were able to checked by the customers, and it allowed order entry also online and online confirmation also. After confirmation, it enabled the customers to view the invoice and status of order, actually where the product is and when it will be delivered. So that is why it helped the customers also a lot, and it helped the company also a lot. So in that way, actually we can understand how the CRM is useful for any company. So that actually Adam and Deans, they have done for some other topic from other study, but it has given very good concepts to the CRM also. What they have done is for re-engineering process, but it has given a very good concept to the CRM also. It has given a concept of what are the advantages, how a company can utilize this CRM, right? How it can benefit to the company and to the customers also. The next model is web qual audit model. Here, Adam and Deans have come up with a web qual audit methodology. In this, the first phase of the study is used online technique. First phase, they use the online techniques like email or web forms for getting the information. They use such kind of different forms in reaching to the probabilistic sample by business and also by the government. The study also employed content analysis and interviews in late phases. Later on, instead of this using these email and web forms, they directly interviewed the respondents, and content analysis was done in later phases. So they have given two propositions. Proposition 1 is, according to the proposition 1, according to the Adam and Deans, the extent and the use of web is not uniform across all industries. Every industry is not using the internet in a similar way. So, and it is likely to vary with the factors related to the organization's demographics. Basically, the extent of using the internet, the way of using the internet actually is varying with the organization's demographics, like size of the organization, length of the company, and amount budgeted to maintain the company website, how much amount they are actually budgeting, they are allocating for maintaining the website, and what is the return on investment from the expenditure on website in the initial days, right? So the size of the organization and the time of the company, they are actually maintaining a public ally accessible website, how much time the website will be accessible for the customers, and amount allocated to maintain the website, and what is the return on investment from the expenditure, especially for the website. So all these factors determining the extent and the way of using the internet. In the proposition 1, Adam and Smith identified 5 industry clusters. So these clusters, each cluster is using the internet in the same way, right? For example, cluster 1 is manufacturing industry, transport industry, and storage. So these industries are using the internet or the websites in the similar way. And cluster 2 is construction, finance, and insurance. Cluster 3 is retail and wholesale trade. Cluster 4 is accommodation, caves, restaurants, and cultural services. And cluster 5 is communication service. All communication services, they are using the internet in a different way when compared to all other industries. The retail and wholesale industries are using the internet in the same way. So proposition 2, Adam and Deans observed that most firms use the internet for marketing communications. Why they are using the companies, why they are using the CRM is for marketing communications. They proposed that business was quite reserved on its usage of the internet as marketing channel, and equally so in the use of internet in customer relationship management. They are not using it in a wide range. They are quite reserved in using this internet for the business processes as well as the customer relationship. To verify the this proposition, actually while doing the study, they divided the organizations or the groups into different groups. They divided the organization into different groups, and they studied each group, like how they are using this internet. Based on that, they are given this proposition. What is that proposition? Businesses are quite reserved in its usage of internet, and especially they are using for market communications, right? Especially for using this market communication, they are very reserved for using this internet. And also for other businesses process also, they are using this internet for reserved, in a reserved way. They are not using it very wide. So what are these groups? As we discussed, they have divided the organizations into different groups. So the first group, the group one, is the organizations which are using the net only for marketing, communication, and transaction online. Only for online transaction and market communication. Actually, the organizations who are which are using CRM only for these two things are coming under group one. And the organizations which are using net for market communication and transaction support offense. If any support is there along with the transaction, they are also using it for the transaction support also, then it is coming under group 2. And group 3 is group 1 plus also to manage the customers, also the customer relationship management, right? So marketing communication, transaction online, and CRM. If any organization is using the net for these things, then it is coming under group 3. And if group 2, that is market communication and transaction support offense, along with them the organization is also using CRM, then it is coming under group 4, right? So group 1 is they have divided the organizations into different groups for understanding what is the extent of using the internet for different tasks, and what is the similarity between the organizations in terms of using this internet. So for that sake, they have divided this organizations into these 4 groups, and they were given 2 propositions, right? That is web qual audit model. Next, let us come to ONYX model. Actually, this figure is explaining us or telling us what is this ONYX model. So it is in the triangle model. What we can see in the top of the triangle is business objectives, then program initiatives, and then departmental plans. So within the departmental plans, like marketing plans, sales plans, services plans, because we are discussing from the point of customer relationship management. So the marketing department is dealing with different plans like marketing plans, sales plans, and service plans. And then it is technology platform, right? So it is important to understand. So before this, let us discuss about these things. Objectives, business objectives are necessary, right? So it is business objectives, as we have discussed in the earlier concept also. One second, there is something problem. So the firstly is business objectives. As we have been discussing, business objectives are very important for any organization. Usually the objectives may be between 2 to 5 years of goals. It is very important for organizations to first determine the objectives for what actually we are working for. So maybe it may be, as we have discussed in the last concept also, it may be like profitability, it may be market, increasing the market share, it may be to increase the customers or customer retention. So whatever the business objectives are important. And the next important thing, right, maybe it is it shows like a very small area, but it is very important. So by these objectives only, what we can do is we can initiate the programs, right? Program initiatives. What we can take as examples is like setting up Salesforce is an example of what we can take for this program initiatives, right? We have to initiate some programs for this, and then it is necessary to plan department wise, right? So marketing department, what we are going to do, in the sales department what we are going to do, in the service department what we are going to do. So we have to plan all these processes, and it is also important to plan the behavior which is the base for every work, like how the people in the organization are going to work, what is the way that they are going to work is very important. Like all these things we are planning here under this department plan. And then the important thing is technology platform, right? The technology platform is to automate and enable various processes. This process actually happens in different levels, right? So what are the different levels, let us see, right? It is important to automate various processes at various levels. So what are the levels? There are four levels: functional level, departmental level, and the third level is level 3 is partial CRM, and level 4 is full CRM. So the functional level CRM, it is, for example, whatever the company which operates at functional level, it is actually characterized by compartmentalization of independently managed business processes. Actually, it is not that much easy. It is a challenge to achieve coordination between each function. That is why we can use this internet or e-commerce or these websites for coordinating to get the cooperation between these different functions. So at the functional level, actually we can use this CRM. Or level 2 is departmental level, right? Functional level is the very basic level. Then we are using the internet of the CRM package at department level. There are various organizations who are actually which are using this CRM at department level. The organizations which are actually using the CRM under this departmental level are characterized by interdepartmental synchronization. Interdepartmental synchronization. What the example that we can take for this is channel management. So between the channels, actually how to integrate the channels, right? To control the channels we can use this package. Or maybe for Salesforce automation, the Salesforce is one department which we have to manage. So what we are doing is we are automating it. So that is how we are using it at departmental level. And level 3 is partial CRM, right? It is a little bit more than the level 2, than the departmental level. So the partial CRM, here we are using any organization is using the CRM for building interdepartmental synchronization with departmental synchronization. Within the departments also there should be synchronization, and from department to another department also there should be synchronization, right? We are using to manage between the departments and also within the department. If any organization is using such a way, then we are considering this organization in level 3. And level 4 is of course a little bit higher than level 3. Here we are calling it as full CRM. Here it is a single master, how the customer database in which the entire organization is stored, right? Actually we are using it for coordinating all the strategies and processes, right? Each and entire process, and for any functions, for any departments or within the departments, everything is managed by the internet or CRM, right? If such a way, if any organization is using, we are considering it as full CRM or level 4, right? So in the level 3, usually the return on investment for this website is 4 to 7 times according to the study, right? And when it comes to full CRM level 4, the return on investment is usually 5 to 10 times, right? So that is how various organizations are using this CRM differently. And with this, with all these models, we can understand how the companies are using the CRM. Right? I hope everything is clear about these four models. If any doubts, you can ask me personally, or you may ask here as comment. Thank you.